Wilson and Adam Burke give you 2 episodes talking about everything in the world of baseball. Adam's as good as it gets when it comes to breaking down the analytics of the game, and I'm a guy who got ejected from a Little League game for throwing a helmet at an umpire.
Can we talk about the Padres for a second?
Dude, they're so annoying.
They are incredibly annoying.
Subscribe to and download Double Play, a baseball podcast from DraftKings, wherever you get your podcasts.
Looking for the ultimate sports betting podcasts? VSiN has got you covered. With a wide range of podcasts covering every major sport, we're here to help you make smarter bets every season. Hardwood Handicappers offers daily NBA analysis and picks from VSiN's top hosts and experts. And check out Long Shots, where we deep dive into the world of golf betting, providing you with expert insights to help you bet every tournament. Find all of these podcasts and more at VSiN.com/podcasts or your favorite podcast platform. The Mavs and Celtics are battling it out for the NBA title, and the best way to bet the finals is by becoming a VSiN Pro subscriber. VSiN Pros get access to betting splits for every finals game, exclusive insights from the VSiN betting experts, and daily picks sent to your inbox. Whether you're looking to bet the series, each game, props, or parlays, VSiN is here to help. Head to VSiN.com/pro to become a VSiN Pro subscriber and get access to the best NBA finals betting analysis in the business.
If you didn't catch Follow the Money, here's what you missed.
I took the Pirates 100 to 1. I had to jump in.
To win the National League?
Yes.
We haven't even talked about this, so did I.
You see how well they're playing and then how well Keller's been? I mean, I'm looking at this like, wait a second here. Because I talked about their 5-1 yesterday to make the playoffs. Keller's won his last 6 starts. It's Skeens today. Jones is awesome. Skeens is the man. And then if the National League sucks, so if I get in the playoffs, I'm not that big of a dog.
No, you're not at all.
They're 100 to 1 to win the National League. The whole 11 of the 15 teams are under 5.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you to Brooklyn High School here in Cuyahoga County's Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network are proud to bring to you Cleveland Cobras football here in Week 3 of the Tri-Point Football League season. The Cobras, they come in at 2-0 in the league. They take on today the 1-0 Tuscarawus County Warriors. Hello everyone, Jim Craven with you along with the coach, Bob Gessler. Dave Ferris making the trip from Youngstown up here to Brooklyn on this beautiful afternoon as we get ready to bring you semi-pro football here on a beautiful afternoon. And, Coach, Cobras 2-0 on the season. They get the shutout 27-0, and a lot that you liked last week in terms of the running game.
100%. That's my game. I love running the ball, and they proved to them. Again, we talked to Coach, and he said we're going to run the ball. I hope we continue to see that because when you run the ball, you bring them linebackers up, and you want to make sure that, hey, then we could smack them going over the middle or wait for them or hit them just behind them. And they did an outstanding job last week.
Well, certainly with the running game, you want to talk about the offensive line with the great performance they had. But also on the outside, the receivers, great stock blocking, got the edges for the backs. They were able to get outside and upfield. And that certainly opened up the game, a different kind of game for the Cobras. We're used to seeing them go through the air, but only through 4 times last week. Dave Thompson, 4 for 8 for 54 yards, but really didn't need to go through the air. They ate up the clock, got the win, and as they say, Coach, they got out of here.
Yeah, and that's what you do. I mean, just keep, if you could command a run, demand that the linebackers come up and you running the ball and doing it well, not only are we keeping the ball out of the out of the opposite offensive hands, not only that, you're just eating the heck out of the clock, and that is important. You can sustain long drives. I've been around teams that, took the whole first or second quarter having long drives, and if anything, that's your offense becoming a defense, and it's a great job to be able to do that.
Yeah, taking opportunities away from the other team, and the clock is hard to beat. Malik Gaddy leading the way last week, 5 carries for 36 yards. And we got to talk about the injuries that had come up. T.J. Johnson, who was going to be, for lack of a better phrase, a premier running back for the Cobras. He goes down for the season with an injury. He has surgery. They go to running back by committee. Last week it was Dominic Martucci, Emmett Calhoun, Javon Washington, Jeff Empacini, and Malik Gaddy, all in the backfield rotating in and out. Dave Thompson, of course, ran the ball 4 times for 27 yards, and Andre Daniels picked up 1 run for 10 yards on an end around. But when you have injuries like that, it's nice to see the rotation in there, and everybody that was in there was not a drop-off. They stayed consistent, and they were hitting the holes as pretty much as the plays were designed.
Well, and the bottom line is it's next guy up. You know, that's why you're out here on a football team because, okay, maybe you're that half a step or you don't do a good job of practice, but when it's time to come up, you know, it's your shot. You better make it worth it because then the next time it happens, they're going to look for you. Again, we talk about next man up, so. And that's what happened, and that's what they did.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the defense getting the shutout for the Cleveland Cobras. A couple injuries on that end, including Terrell Lively, who went down. We don't know if that's going to be a season-ending injury. Doesn't look positive, but nonetheless had to replace him at safety and did a great job. Again, gave up a few yards in between the 20s. Didn't give Port City a whole lot of great field position to start with. And they end up staying tenacious and getting the 27-0 shutout.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you rely on your defense. And the thing is keep them in a hole, keep them on their heels. And, you know, they did a lot of blitzing, and the linebackers came up. And everybody did an outstanding job on the team, offensively, defensively, and special teams. So they had an all-around good game last week. And, you know, they did a great job. I just want to, real quick, Jim, that I want to congratulate Ron Burtis at Cheney High School, Youngstown, Ohio. He was inducted to the Coaches Hall of Fame, Ohio High School Athletic Association Coaches Banquet we were at with about, I was going to say maybe about 20, 25, 30 of us. And it was our honor as his staff and friends to be down there. And it was an amazing night watching a lot of the coaches inducted. There were 6 of them, and it was our honor to be there.
I certainly played a lot against him in the 4 years that we were in the same league. Defensively for the Cobras last week, we talked about everybody moving around, but one of the certainly the bright point that we have to talk about is going to be Cameron Wells. He added into that rotation on the defensive line with Andy Code as well as Corey Stallworth and Kevin Green, and that rotation there is becoming dangerous. It is wearing down offensive lines. They're finding lanes in there and making a lot of tackles for loss.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin Green did an outstanding job. He come off that edge, and they had no answer for him. He really came off hard, and he did an outstanding job. So, you know, it's nice getting nice rotation out of it. They keep your guys fresh, and that's what's nice about it.
Yeah, 2 big games for Kevin Green as he would pick up the 6-point on the fumble recovery against the Ohio Gladiators in Week 1, and last week would just wreak havoc in the backfield for the Port City Spartans. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we will get you ready for kickoff here at Brooklyn Stadium. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, a part of the iMedia One Network. We'll be right back after this.
Gessler Propane is your local supplier, then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane, they got gas.
Moludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our #1 priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Moludic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
The
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
This is number 79, Josh Jackson, and you're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia One Network. Let's get it.
Cleveland Cobras game day continues here on Western Reserve Radio here at Brooklyn High School as we get ready on this beautiful afternoon. And speaking of, we are on the front end of a heat wave coming up here in northeastern Ohio. However, today couldn't ask for more perfect weather as I think we're going to have a little bit of delay here, but nonetheless, about 72 degrees out here with a little bit of a wind, about 9 miles an hour, and no call for precipitation as I think we're going to have a little bit of a delay here. Might be the officials, not sure, but we'll try to keep everybody up to date. Over on City View Sportscast, Mark Means and Matt Emsch bringing you that game, the Express, up over the Federals. Last count, 17-0. And we will keep you up to again. Everybody headed to the locker room here. So, Dave, why don't we take a break here? Let's see if we can get an update on what's going on down on the field. And we'll keep you updated as we get closer to kickoff here at Brooklyn High School. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras Football Radio Network here on Western Reserve Radio. We're right back after this. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
At the front door, leaving me less than what I had before.
Johnson in shotgun, one receiver to the near side. They'll send a man in motion, slot. That'll be the slot receiver to Golson. Quick pass over the middle, and he's going to hit Abe Taylor for the touchdown, 11 yards.
Run for cover, might get loud. From the bottom to the top, yeah. Our echoes break walls. It's about to get loud.
Wallace is the quarterback. Johnson is the tailback to his left. 4th down and just about 5. Wallace back to pass. Offensive line gives him time. Going to take a deep shot. Has a man wide open in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try 31-yard field goal. Steve Anthony on the snap, and Townsend will be the holder. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:25 left here in the fourth quarter.
The front door, leaving me less than what I had before. Seeing red, I gotta let it out. Run for cover, cause it might get loud.
And we welcome you again to Brooklyn High School as Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network are proud to bring you Cleveland Cobras football here on this Saturday afternoon as the Cobras make their way to the field. Today they take on the 1-0 Tuscarawus County Warriors. Thanks again for joining us with there's a coach yelling up here to the press box. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, though. Jim Craven with you, along with the coach, Bob Gessler. Dave Ferris pushing all the buttons as we get ready for Week 3 of the Tri-Point Football League. Coach, the Cobras 2-0 on the season. Started with that really tough preseason. We questioned that. We knew what the intention was. So far, I would have to tell you, based on the speed and the physicalness of the team, that preseason against those top teams have really paid off.
Well, absolutely. That it puts you in a better position for your season, in which they did. And I tell you what, they did a decent job. And then, of course, when you're playing the number one team in the nation, sometimes you're going to take them licks. That's how it goes. But look what has done already with the 2-0 start. So it's paying the dividends. That's what I say.
And certainly from last year, you see more speed, more physicalness out of this team. And again, I would say that from a training aspect, taking those games, and even just simple things, being on the bus together, traveling there, communicating, working on some things have been a plus. We've seen that you and I have been in those bus trips. Some of them, fortunately for us, a lot of them were really successful.
Yeah.
And a really positive experience for teams when you get to do that.
Well, the other thing, too, is, Jim, is that's how you become a family. You spend the time, you're on the buses, you're constantly coaching these guys up, and that's what you want. You want one team. You don't want individuals. And I think that we did a good job of that, and that's what it takes to become a good football team.
Standing by now as we have had the coin toss, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like, because they didn't signal us.
Okay, we're going to stand by for the national anthem. Actually, the Warriors are going to make their way to the field. And we are joined by Yamik Mitchell, the wife of Todd Mitchell, who is going to bring us the national anthem today. As soon as the other team gets to the field, we'll get them lined up here. Again, the Cobras looking to go 3-0 for the first time in quite some time, Coach. That's a goal there, but tougher games coming up here, including this one. Next week they'll take on the Erie Express, who have the upper hand right now in the Mahoning Valley Federals.
Well, again, this is how you do it. You got to get better and better each week. You don't want to slide at all. You've got to get stronger. You got to make sure that your mistakes are little as possible.
And it looks like the Cobras are going to kick off here. The Warriors will receive to start the game. I don't know if they deferred or not, but nonetheless, we were getting ready to get this.
Go ahead.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
And a beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem by Yemi Mitchell, the wife. Todd Mitchell, we will be mentioning his name.
Outstanding job, young lady. Wow.
We'll rank that one right up there.
That's up there. Good job.
So as we are just moments away from kickoff here, again, a beautiful night here. Just still a little bit warm right now, anticipated to be about 72 degrees during the game here. A little bit of overcast skies, but no chance of rain tonight as the Cobras in their all black today with the green numbers outlined in white, green, or black helmets with the traditional Cleveland logo and striped down the middle. The Tuscarawus County Warriors will be in there all white pants, white jerseys with the red numbers, black helmets with the red detail. And Ben Lyons going to get this one started for us. High kick. Going to be picked up at the 13-yard line. Return pass to 20, 25, 30. He's going to run into a pile and be brought down just past the 35, near the 36. And that's where Tuscarawus County will take over 1st and 10. They'll try to put up some points against this Cleveland Cobra defense that pitched a shutout last week.
Yeah, that was a good return on his part. But, again, don't like these kickoffs, Jims. I'd like to see them go back to the or go to the USFL the way they do things. Listen.
A little bit of blip there, had a little power outage. As the Warriors now will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback waiting for the snap. They'll take their time. Read option. He'll roll out to the near side, bring it upfield past the 35, 40, and be brought down at the 42-yard line. Todd Mitchell on the tackle. That's going to be Anthony Mendoza at quarterback for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, Jim, I was standing next to him down on the track. That's a big, thick boy there. And I'll tell you what, he does a good. Looks like he reads defense as well. So Cobra's got to stay in their lanes and don't get upfield too far, but they can't get hooked.
So Todd Mitchell making the tackle. He gets the first tackle of the game. Yeah, he'll have to follow that one up after that stirring rendition of the national anthem by his wife. So 2nd and 3 now for the Tusc County Warriors. 14:06 left here. Clock working this week, so we're pretty excited about that. As Tuscarawus going to take their time. They'll go twin receivers to the far side this time. That'll be Mendoza in the backfield, running back to his left. We'll be moving right to left on your devices. If you're listening on the Live 365 app or on TuneIn, or if you're joining us here on Facebook or Twitter or X. Two-step drop, under pressure, fires out to the far side, overthrows his intended receiver, and pressure coming from all over the place. Not much time for Mendoza to throw, and I believe that was the entire Cleveland Cobra front seven coming in at him.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Andy Coe was right there too, so they blitzed somebody from the outside. I didn't get a number because it was all jumbled, but I'll tell you what, Cleveland now is forcing them to third and about 3.
So 3rd and 3 for Tuscarawus. A manageable third down as Mendoza will bring in the play from the sideline. Devin Coletti going to check in. Coletti listed as a tight end for the Tusc County Warriors. Warriors looking like they're traveling a little bit light today, but not too bad.
That happens sometimes in these leagues.
So ball placed at the Tusc County 43-yard line. Trip receiver to the far side, and looks like Tusc County is going to take a timeout. 13:34 left here, first quarter. No score. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Tyree Knight, number 2 of the Cleveland Cobras, and you're listening to the Tri-Point Football League on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. Go Cobras.
Tyree Knight bringing us back from the commercial. 13:34 left here, first quarter, no score. Warriors with the ball for the first time today. They would receive. Twin receivers to the narrow side now. Mendoza in the shotgun, running back to his left. This time they'll hand it off up the middle. Try to get the first down. Looks like they're going to be about a yard short on the attempt. That should bring up 4th down for the Warriors. We'll see if they're going to make a decision here. A little close to midfield, but I don't know, Coach. I don't know if that I would really chance this against this Cleveland Cobra defense. And that was Michael Vescamini on the run.
Yeah, I would myself, I would probably punt this out, kind of pin them a little bit. That would be my choice, but, you know, what do I know?
So 4th down for the Warriors. Looks like they're going to go into a huddle, so I assume they're going to go for it, but we've seen a lot of the pooch kicks in these situations as well. We'll see if Cleveland decides to put somebody back to return. So Mendoza now in the shotgun, twin receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. That'll be Kev Fortson on the coverage for the Cobras. Mendoza pulling the ball, looking downfield, under pressure. Andy Coe chasing him down, and it's going to be Cam Wells going to pull him on the jersey. He's going to get rid of the ball, but we don't know if he's going to grasp. We're going to say incomplete pass. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The Cobras will take over again in the opposing team's territory. They started their first 2 drives, Coach, inside the 20 of the opponents last week.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, they should have punted the ball. That's what I would have done, be safe, because their offense kind of stalled a little bit. And, you know, why go for it when you have the ball on your side of the field? You should have punted, pinned him, try to play a little bit of field position.
I don't know, Coach. I heard you and Coach Noble had that conversation a few times.
Yeah, it was a little fireside chat. We got a little heated.
Yeah, that's sometimes, you know, sometimes you got to punt the ball.
And we're getting a little help up here on the clock by Ben Lyons' dad. He's up here working the clock for us, and that's a good thing. Told him I hated kickers, but, you know.
Keyshawn Baycoat, the receiver to the far side, and one single receiver to the near side. A fullback and a tailback. Hand off to Gaddy, this time up the right side. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage and brought down by Taryn Rao for the Warriors. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Cobras.
Well, the linemen sort of kind of went in the gaps. They got to lock and load on their guys who are big on big. And, you know, it looked like 5 linemen are running down the field, but then 5 white jerseys were in the backfield. So we got to do a little bit better job on that. I don't know if there was some confusion on the play, but we got to keep running the ball. We'll be fine.
Gaddy, 5 carries for 36 yards last week. As D'Angelo Thompson and Baycoat will be the receivers. They'll send Thompson in motion from right to left. Handoff again to Gaddy. Gaddy finding the lane past the 40, inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line, and a much better execution by the offensive line.
Yeah, definitely, Jim. I watched one. We kicked out. We put the guy in motion. He took care of the end, so opened some holes. I saw some hips turn, and we got some holes opened up. So 3rd and manageable, so we should be fine on this one.
Looks like a size advantage for the Cleveland Cobras up front. Jonathan Rorlick back this week after serving a suspension last week as a result of an incident in week 1 of the Tri-Point Football League. And Thompson now in the shotgun. He'll go back to his left. Gaddy at the tailback. 1 receiver to each side. Thompson with the hard count. He'll give it to Gaddy. Gaddy finding room. Past the 30, 25, 20, and down to the 19-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by Sean Roper, the safety. And it'll be a 1st down for the Cobras inside the 20-yard line. So they're in the red zone already, Coach.
Yeah, good job up front. But I want to tell you something. They had both linebackers up on the line of scrimmage. If they would have run a little crossing pattern with the tight end or ran dump, I mean, he would have scored easily. They're playing up. They've got to be able to audible out of that and run like a skinny post with that tight end. There was nobody deep. There was no safety. So they were playing the run all the way, which they didn't do a good job because of Cobras' big run.
Fortson and Thompson, the receivers to the far side. Martucci now the fullback to the left of Thompson in the pistol. Gaddy still at tailback. Hand off again to Gaddy. Gaddy getting it upfield. Past the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And the Cobras continue to gash the Warriors in the run game.
Yeah, there's a first down, 5-yard carry. I'll take that all day. And that's what you want to do now because they're not that big up front, and the Cobras are much bigger, and I just wear them out. I just keep pound, and just open that up, and eventually by second quarter, third quarter, they'll have them wore out and beat up.
9:35 left here, first quarter, no score. Cleveland with their first possession of the day. Baycoat, the receiver to the far side. D'Angelo Thompson will be the inside receiver to the far side. Thompson in the pistol with Martucci to his right. Gaddy still in at the tailback position. And he'll give it again off the right side. Gaddy spinning and twisting. And he'll get down to the 12-yard line. So 2, 3, 4 yards at a time, Coach, and you got to be happy with that.
Oh, absolutely. That's beautiful. I'll tell you what, 4 yards of carry right now, I'll take that all day, and it's probably averaging more.
So Martucci coming out of the game. Emma Calhoun will replace him for the Cobras. 8:53 left here, first quarter, just underway here at Brooklyn High School. Cobras 2-0 on the season, 2-2 overall in their, we'll call it the preseason for lack of a better word. Calhoun now going to be the slot receiver to the far side. Thompson in the shotgun, Gaddy to his right. D'Angelo Thompson going to be sole receiver, one-on-one to our near side. 3rd and 2, Thompson back to pass, fires over the middle, caught in the end zone, and it's going to be dropped in the end zone. A beautiful opportunity, nice pattern, as Baycoat could not handle on that, but Thompson hit him right in the hands, and we'll give him a redo on that one, Coach.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there was no reaction. There was nobody who broke on the ball, so the safety never moved. The linebacker was there. They just kind of stood there and watched him catch the ball, and fortunately, he dropped it.
So 4th and 3 for the Cobras. Ben Lyon going to come on for the field goal attempt. It'll be officially a 30-yard field goal attempt. They'll place the ball at the 13. Joe Barrico to hold for the Cobras. And I believe we have a new long snapper this week. I'm not sure if that's Cam McCauley or Emmett Calhoun. I saw a 3 in there, but that was a point of contention in the first couple of weeks that we saw, Coach. Good snap. Kick is up, and it is perfect. So with 8:19 left here, first quarter, the Cobras strike first. They take a 3-0 lead on a 30-yard field goal by Ben Lyons, and they will kick off on the other side of this break. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Molucc Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our #1 priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Molucc_live. And remember, our fans come first.
This is number 56, Antoine Peterson, known as Tony Sweets. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia One Network.
Tony Sweets bringing us back from the break. Had a little injury earlier, but he is back. And doing a good job here, and we're excited to have him back as Lyons approaches this one. And he'll kick this one down near the 10-yard line. They'll let this go. And it's going to take a Cobra bounce, and then it'll head into the end zone for the touchback. And I don't think the Warriors wanted anything to do with that. So they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, trailing the Cobras by a score of 3-0.
Wow, that could have been dangerous because that ball hit about on the 1-yard line, popped straight up, and he waited for it to go in the end zone, but then that was real close because there was a Cobra right to it.
And we did see an instance last week where the player didn't touch the ball. And
yes.
I don't know what they were doing.
Or what they were thinking.
So 8:19 left here. Tuscany with their second possession of the game. Down 3-0. Ben Lyon with the 30-yard field goal to get the Cobras on the board. Cobras had an opportunity for 6 as Thompson would hit Baycoat on the slant. Looked like he dropped it just at the last second there.
Yeah, I thought they were going to give it to him as he brought it in, but then when he hit the ground, it popped out. So I
know the umpire really wanted to raise his arms. It looked like he was really excited about that as the officials now are going to congregate at midfield right at the 30, trying to figure something out here. 4-man crew tonight for this Saturday evening game. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 8:19 left here, first quarter. We'll have twin receivers to each side. Mendoza, quarterback, one running back to his left. 3-step drop, looks downfield, fires, came out kind of odd, and it's going to be dropped at the 27-yard line. Ball was intended for number 15 for the Warriors, and unfortunately we do not have a number 15 on our roster.
And he had pressure, and he saw it coming, and he tried to get rid of it. He couldn't throw it from his ear. He kind of darted that, and it dove to the ground. So good pressure again by the Cobras up front.
Trying to throw that ball over pressure, and I'll tell you, the height and speed of that line, and right now, if you are Mendoza, you can't be happy with the fact that Cam and Quentin Wells are in the rotation now for the Cleveland Cobras, and add an Andy Code there, and that's going to be quite the front three.
Yeah.
As they go to a 3-man front. Cam Wells at the nose position. Mendoza with the snap, 3-step drop, steps up in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be brought down. And it's going to be Andy Code as well as Cam Wells. And I believe, I'm trying to find our other number 13 here is
Terrell Lively is what I have. No? Oh, he's in the booth. I apologize.
Yeah, Terrell is unfortunately unavailable today.
Well, he's somebody else.
Lots of 13s today, Coach.
Yeah. Sorry, people. We get double and triple in numbers, and we apologize.
So as much as we try to keep up here, and I will clear that up, I'm going to find out who that is. So Warriors now behind the sticks. We'll call it 3rd and 15. So diamond formation, receivers to the left side now. Single receiver to the far side. They'll be one-on-one. Mendoza, 3-step drop. Again, looking out to his right, under pressure. Wells coming. Pump fake and trying to make something out of nothing. He'll get to the 30, but he'll be short of the first down. And it'll be 4th down again for the Warriors. And, Coach, I don't really know if I would take a shot at this one.
No.
Punting might be a good idea.
Yeah, this would hopefully they have a punter because you don't want to go down that deep in your own territory and try to do something. But the pressure up front, that defensive line is just eating that offensive line. They're taking it to them, so they're going to have to really try to adjust or do something. And the other thing, too, Jim, is with that much pressure, you got to throw stuff quick. It's got to be quick slants or sit-down curls or something to that effect.
And I did find out, and I do remember he did tell me, number 13 is going to be Marquise Hodges, the linebacker. So we'll get that straight here. A couple of late deliveries on some jerseys here as the Warriors will punt. We're going to have a flag, and it's going to be an illegal substitution coming up against the Warriors. That'll knock them back 5 yards. That'll put them at the 25.
And that's what you don't want right now. You want to keep it as far closer to that 50-yard line as possible. You don't want to go any further back.
So Javon Washington, the protector, here on the punt return. And Tyree Knight posted up at his own 41-yard line. Ball's going to be fumbled. Punter going to be brought down in the backfield. And I believe that's going to be Quentin Wells. It's going to bring him down. And the Cobras, again, will take over inside their opponent's 20-yard line. And we've seen special teams hurt pretty much everybody this year. Another snap low. The punter couldn't handle it. And it would be Taryn Rao that would try to run it, but he had nowhere to go.
No, he had once you bobble that snap, you got a lot of guys right there because it's catch one and got to get it out of there. So
1st and 10 for the Cobras. They'll mark the ball right at the 20-yard line. 5:31 left here, first quarter. Cobras with a 3-0 lead by way of a 30-yard Ben Lyons field goal.
We have a player coming up slow.
Yeah, a little shaken up here, but
walking a little bow-legged.
Have those moments from time to time.
Yeah.
Cobras back inside the 20. He'll be in the red zone as Keyshawn Baycoat will be the receiver to the far side. D'Angelo Thompson, the receiver to the near side. Martucci, the fullback to the right of Thompson in the pistol. Movement up front, going to have a flag. And I believe, judging by his body language, Jonathan Rohrlich going to be called for the false start.
He's going to blame it on the quarterback. Come on. Linemen don't make mistakes, Jim. Come on. You know that.
He must have missed that class where they teach you to point at the other side. Come on now.
Hey, like I always said, if you don't know the snap or you're unsure, tilt your head and look at the ball.
So 1st and 15. Thompson in the pistol. Gaddy still the tailback. Martucci to his left. He'll send Thompson in motion from right to left. He'll give it to Gaddy. Gaddy's going to drop the ball, but somehow or another it bounced right back up to him. And talk about just the bounce going your way. And it's going to bring up second down now for the Cobras.
But see, here's where the problem lies. That's 2 mistakes in a row. Clean it up. Clean it up. Just get it done. Look sharp.
So second down for the Cobras. We'll call it 2nd and 14. 4:57 here, and I think the Cobras are going to take a timeout to try to get things together, so we will step aside as well. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Timeout taken by the Cobras. 4:56 left here, first quarter. Cleveland with a 3-0 lead. They'll have the ball 2nd and 14 as they need to take a timeout, kind of collect themselves, work it out a little bit here because, Coach, those mistakes, sometimes they pile up, kind of a domino effect.
Yeah, exactly. But again, you can't make the little mistakes. These are things that I used to go nuts on. Jumping, fumbling. Come on.
Did you say used to, Coach? I'm sorry, I missed that. Did you say used to? Just checking.
Thanks, Jim.
Anytime. So we're going to have a stoppage here, an equipment issue.
Guy got to be, I don't know, maybe white helmet.
Not sure what the issue is. I think it was going to be Chris Colley coming off the field. Keyshawn Baycoat now, the slot receiver to the near side. Andre Daniels to his right. Twin receivers to the far side. Thompson in the shotgun. Gaddy, the running back, to his right. Keyshawn Baycoat in motion. Thompson under pressure, stepping up, fires, and it's going to be caught at the 12-yard line. Andre Daniels with the catch. Flag on the play, and as the wise man once said, hold the phones. And I think Mr. Rohrlich, on the left side of the line for the Cobras, is going to be called for holding. So 15 yards so far for that man, and sooner or later, I don't think head coach Adam Rogerson is going to be too happy about this.
Oh, this is not good here. Again, all we're doing is backing up. You can see that we've dominated this team so far, and now you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Now, the Cobras can get a first down at the 9-yard line. However, the ball is going to be marked at the 32. Thompson in the shotgun, Gaddy to his right. Baycoat and Daniels, the receivers to the near side. Twin receivers to the far side. Baycoat will go in motion from right to left. Daniels fires over the middle. It's going to be caught on the slant inside the 15 and down to the 10-yard line, and that's going to make it a much more manageable third down for the Cleveland Cobras.
Yeah, it was a great job. All he did was run that slant. Not that he sat down. He just got into the soft area, and Slap was able to get it in there.
D'Angelo Thompson on the reception for the Cobras as the clock will continue to run. 4:15 left here.
Run the clock.
4:15 left here as the Clock continues to run. Matt Wise now the receiver to the far side. Thompson will be the slot on that side. Daniels and Baycoat to the right. Gaddy still at running back to the right of Thompson. So we'll call it third down, and we'll call it 3. Thompson going to send Baycoat in motion. He'll give it to Gaddy. Gaddy dropping his shoulder. He'll get past the 10 down to the 9-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. But we talked about right foot, left foot, Coach. And they're going to say that he's going to come up a little bit short, I believe. We're waiting for the head linesman to give a signal. Line judge says they're going to be short. So it's going to be 4th, and we'll call it about a yard for the sake of demonstration here. As Wise and Thompson will be the receivers to the far side. Daniels and Baycoat to the near side. Gaddy again to the right of Thompson in the shotgun. He'll give it to Gaddy. Malik actually going to pull it again on that read option. That's going to be enough for a Cleveland first down, Coach. So they overcome the penalties and get a 1st and goal with 3 minutes left here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it was a good run. Just, patience in the middle, got the opening. They didn't need much, and now you got first and goal from about the 6-yard line.
So Wise and Thompson again to the far side. Daniels and Baycoat to the near side. Cobras moving left to right on your devices. Pistol formation this time. Gaddy be behind Thompson and the shotgun. Thompson with the hard count. Warriors will back out. Gaddy with the ball, past the 5, inside and into the end zone. 2:25 of the first quarter. Cobras take a 9-0 lead.
That's a good job. I just ran straight at him, so that was a good job.
So Malik Gaddy adds another 6 for the Cobras. Ben Lyon coming on for the extra point. And one thing you do like to see, even being in the hole like that, is you overcome your mistakes.
Yeah.
And mentally stayed in it.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. But again, don't make the simple errors that you do. You're kind of, you're clicking, everything is good. So you just got to keep your head in the game.
Perico to hold for Lions. Kick is up. And, of course, it is good. So with 2:25 left here first quarter, the Cobras take a 10-0 lead over the Tuscarawas Warriors. We'll step aside real quick for a break. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network. We're right back after this.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
This is number 79, Josh Jackson. And you're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia One Network. Let's get it.
The baritone sounds of Josh Jackson as we come back after the Cobras score. Ben Lyons going to tee this one up as the Cobras take a 10-0 lead over the Tuscarawas Warriors. Malik Gaddy on a 6-yard run gets into the end zone to extend the lead for the home team. Lions with a line drive down inside the 20. Ball going to roll to the returner at the 11-yard line. Brought out to the 20, cut back, brought to the 30, and brought down. Well, still going to break a few tackles and brought down at the 45-yard line. Malik Gaddy on the tackle, and an outstanding return for the Warriors. Stayshawn Dietz, wide receiver for Tusk County, is going to give them good field position.
Good moves. I'll tell you what, he has good speed. And you don't wrap something like that up with speed, and that's exactly what happens. They hit him back on probably the 25, 30-yard line, and he just kept his feet going. They have got to wrap that young man up and bring him to the ground. You cannot arm tackle this man. You got to hit him in the waist. Your eyes are there when you got somebody who's that quick.
If you're Warriors head coach Bailey Hickenbottom, I think he'd be a little nervous, though, about going laterally along the yard marker or on the yard lines there, but was able to make something out of it as they'll go into a 4 wide receiver set, 2 to each side. Mendoza in the shotgun, one running back to his left. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They'll shift their back from the left to the right. Mendoza back to pass, 3-step drop, fires downfield, and it's going to be picked off at the 33-yard line Brought out to midfield, 45, 40, and he's going to go all the way to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 67 yards on the interception return for the Cleveland Cobras. And that's going to be Deontay McDonald for the Cobras. And that's going to be their first defensive touchdown of the year. And we have a flag on the far side, Coach. We'll see if I assume that's going to be a block in the back. Didn't see that as we were following the action. And I think even the head linesman on that side looks like he's a little sad that he had to do that. But the flag went down at the Warriors' 40-yard line. So the Cobras will take over 1st and 10 instead of kicking off after the touchdown.
Yeah, you know what? The sad thing is they were running the ball on our side, and the play happened way on the other side. And, again, sometimes they let that stuff go, but he saw that there was a penalty, and he shut it down.
So, unfortunately, 1:39 left here first quarter. That will not be a touchdown for the Cobras. That was Deontay McDonald.
Looked like Mendoza got hit, or he couldn't get his feet set, and he kind of threw up a duck. So I didn't know if he got hit when he threw it or just fluttered.
Thompson in the shotgun now. Gaddy still to his right. They'll send Daniels in motion from right to left. They're going to mark this at the midfield stripe. This is going to be Javon Washington with the carry. He'll get out to the 40-yard line. We close to another Cobra first down. Actually, they'll say he'll be about a yard short. So his knee went down. 1:25 left here. The clock will continue to run here in this first quarter. So 2nd and 1 for the Cobras, again, who had to be slightly disappointed. But they didn't get that 67-yard interception return.
Yeah.
Great lane down the Cobra sideline. Great blocking. But maybe unnecessary block on that backside, Coach.
Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, we're looking at this side. We didn't pick up what happened over there.
Thompson in the shotgun. Javon Washington to his right. He'll give it to Washington. Washington will make one cut. Get upfield past the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. That'll be another Cobra first down with just about 45 seconds left here in this first frame. We'll see if they'll let this one run down or if they're going to try to get another play off. And right now, well, they may have to run another play, Coach. Just 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Cobras in the huddle, so.
Jim, the offensive line is really getting after it, and that's what's happening. They're engaging their guys, and they're pushing them all over the field. An outstanding job by there. And, of course, the running backs are getting big holes. So
Calhoun now to the right of Thompson in the shotgun. Thompson going to keep it himself, take it past the 20, inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Brooklyn as the Cobras will take a 10-0 lead into the second quarter. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras Broadcast Network here on Western Reserve Radio. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Second quarter action here from Brooklyn High School. Cobras with a 10-0 lead here as we get the second quarter underway. Thompson in the shotgun. He'll have Javon Washington to his left. Twin receivers to each side. Lamore Stillard at center for the Cobras. Quick pass out to Matt Wise. He was going to bobble and spin, and get near the 15-yard line. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but I think he took his eye off that ball for just a half a second.
I'll tell you what, he was lucky because if that ball would have been on the ground, there were 3 guys right there ready to take it off and run the other way. I always told my receivers, catch the ball first, look it into your hands, then go and make your break. Because you can't make your break before that ball gets there, or you're going to fumble or you're going to drop it.
So 14:30 left here, second quarter. If you're just joining us here on Western Reserve Radio, as we come to you on Facebook, Twitter, Live 365 Network, TuneIn, all around, as Daniels will be the receiver to the far side into Twins formation. Twin receivers to the near side. Thompson in a shotgun. Javon Washington in the backfield. Third down now for the Cobras. Thompson on the option to the far side. He's going to pitch it out to Washington. Washington going to be cut down at the 13-yard line. He'll be close to a first down, and indeed they will give it to him. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for Cleveland. And the Cobras continue to chip away, and Thompson not too bad on that option.
Yeah, he's sometimes I don't like the way he flips it, but he gets it done. So he's got to learn to get it from your chest. We always said have it on your chest instead of dangling out. It's easier to flip it that way, but he gets it done, and that's all that counts.
So ball to the far hash mark this time. Trip receivers to the near side. It'll be Cauley, Wise, and McDonald. They'll give it to Washington off the right side, down to the 5-yard line, takes a shot. They'll actually give him the 6-yard line, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal now for Cleveland.
Sean Roper came across from right to left, and he absolutely lowered the boom on him. Wow, what a hit.
I misspoke. That is not going to be 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Cobras. They can get a first down at the 3-yard line. Thompson with the handoff again. This time going to be Gaddy down to the 2-yard line. He's going to leap, but I think they're going to say he was down. His knee was down, so the clock will continue to run, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Cobras. They'll have 4 shots at the end zone. With 12:29 left here, second quarter. Thompson right back to the line. Trip receivers to the near side. Gaddy to his left. Thompson tried to take it himself, but he's going to be wrapped up immediately in the backfield. Tyler Lester coming right through the gap and getting the tackle for loss.
He, I think it was went to the well one too many times on that, Jim, unfortunately.
I actually think Slap got a little bit used to last week. Where was the Slap show?
Yeah.
So
Daniels a receiver to the far side. McDonald the receiver to the near side. Matt Wise will be in the slot to our near side, and I believe D'Angelo Thompson's going to move to the slot to the far side. Twin receivers to each side now. 2nd and goal at the 2. They're going to move Gaddy from the right side to the left side. Thompson, high snap, brings it down, fires over the middle. Ball's going to be tipped and incomplete into the end zone. It'll bring up 3rd down. And tip balls like that, Coach, make you kind of hold your breath for a second.
Yeah, especially with this. What I saw was they were overloaded to the left. I'll tell you what, they run a play to the right. You'll have a single receiver with the corner up tight. He gets in. All he does is turns them to the outside. There's nobody there to the top of the corner. Instead of throwing the ball, run the ball. Again, they must have saw a slant, but you had too many defensive backs standing right there.
11:23 left here in this first half. Thompson in his shotgun, Gaddy to his right, twin receivers to each side. Ball to the far hash mark. They'll send a slot motion from right to left. Thompson going to take it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Slap Thompson. His 4th touchdown in the last 2 weeks, and we kind of joke when he's found the fountain of middle age, and really he has performed well in these last 2 weeks, led this offense very well.
Yeah, well, he runs that inside zone read very, very well, and again, what he's looking at, I'm not sure. I don't know if they're not blocking the 3-tech, the 5-tech, whatever they're doing, but he sees it, pulls it at the last minute, and goes.
So Barrico to hold for Ben Lyons. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 11:19 left here in this first half, Cleveland takes a 17-0 lead over the Tusc County Warriors. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras broadcast network here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network. We're right back after this.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
This is number 56, Antoine Peterson, known as Tony Sweets. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia One Network.
11:19 left here, first half. Cobras with a 17-0 lead over on CityView Sportscast at last report. The Erie Express had a 31-0 lead over the Mahoning Valley Federals. Make that 38-0 in the fourth quarter as the Express will look to remain undefeated on the season. Federals looking for their first win as they are working in Tier 2 this year of the Tri-Point Football League. So Ben Lyons will kick this one off from right to left. As it's going to be a short kick to the 40-yard line. Going to be picked up by Dayton Robb and brought to the far side out near the midfield stripe. And they will have it in Cobra territory near the 49. And a little trickeration there for the Cobras. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but nonetheless, Cobra defense will be back on the field. And so far, Coach, we know for the last 6 quarters they haven't given up any points.
Right. Don't understand. That. It's hard for me to believe he missed the ball, or that was a called kick. You know, kick it deep. Your defense has done a great job. Keep him pinned, get another score. So, again, don't know exactly what happened there, and if that was a called play, I'm a little confused on that one.
So, actually, they're going to mark this right at the midfield stripe, so at the 50. Mendoza in the shotgun now. Single receiver to the near side. Single wide safety. Excuse me, 2 safeties now for the Cobras. Mendoza 3-step drop. Fires over the middle, going to be incomplete. Going to bring it up 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. And for Tusc County, Coach, just no time in the backfield to work.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, he's got happy feet because he's been getting blasted every time or pressured every time. So he's got a little bit of happy feet on that. And his man was open. He just didn't. He just missed him because of the pressures. Because he was kind of bailing to the left and didn't get it done.
So 11:09 left here. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors right at the midfield stripe. Mendoza in the shotgun. He'll have a wing to the right this time. Single receiver to our side. Twin receivers to the far side. Cobras overloading the left side. Ball on the ground, but it's going to be picked back up. And he'll fight his way down to the 46. And it'll be third and 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, sometimes a busted play, you think you could stop it, but sometimes you're anticipating that ball to bounce backwards and instead bounce right back into his arms, and he had a good gain on that. But, again, you have 3rd and about 8, 7.
10:38 left here, second quarter. Cleveland with a 17-0 lead. Cobras defense pitching shutouts for the last 6 quarters. I don't know if we go back to week 1 if they gave up any points in that fourth quarter as well against the Ohio Gladiators. But twin receivers to the far side now. John Cooper will be the far receiver. Single receiver to the near side. Pistol formation now. Mendoza with a running back behind him. He's looking for it. Going to pass over the middle. And it's going to be knocked away. And I think Cleveland thought they were going to take that one, but Deontay McDonald not able to come up with it.
That hit him right in the hands, Jim. Oh, he thought, I just needed that in the worst way and go the other way. Happens.
10:05 left here, second quarter. 4th and 6 for the Warriors. We haven't seen them punt today, but it looks like they're going to go into punt formation.
You know they'll be coming because last time it was bobbled, so.
Tyree Knight posted up at his own 12-yard line, last second replacement here. As the Warriors will send a couple players on, including Terrence Strong. Knight back to return, low snap again. He'll get this one away, though, a high punt. It'll hang up there, and it'll take a roll towards the sideline and head out of bounds near the 12-yard line. 9:58 left here. First half, Cobras with a 17-0 lead. Again, over on CityView Sportscast with Mark Means and Matt Emsch, the Erie Express with a 38-0 lead over the Mahoning Valley Federals. Federals searching for their first win of the season.
You know, new team, they'll get it together. They'll get a win or two. You know, I don't see them even 500, but that's okay. As you know, as a new team, it takes a while to get it started. As you know, Jim, things happen.
Federals out of Tier 2 taking on the number 1 team in Tier 1. Although the Cleveland Cobras, by Tri-Point Football League standards, are ranked number 1 in Tier 1. But the Erie Express pitching the shutout today so far, 38-0. D'Angelo Thompson making his way back to the field late as Baycoat and Daniels will be the receivers to the near side.
That's also the difference between a new team and an established team, too.
And surely the Express are making that point.
Yeah.
Federals in their second year, now working out of Youngstown. Emma Calhoun now at the running back position with Thompson in the backfield, twin receivers to each side. 9:56 left here, second quarter. He'll give it on the hand on the jet sweep, and it'll be brought down in the backfield behind the 10-yard line. We'll make it the 9. Tyree Knight frustrated there. I think he's believing there that maybe Baycoat missed a block on that.
Yeah, somebody missed a block on that because I'm going to say it was a linebacker. He just shot the gap, and you know that's how it goes.
2nd and 15 for the Cobras. They've been working out of these 2nd and 3rd and long situations. Fortunately, been able to recover. Cobras haven't had to punt today.
That was Dayton Robin on that sack. He shot through that gap. His linebacker did a great job.
Calhoun now to the right of Thompson in the shotgun. Twin receivers each side. 9:05 left here, second quarter. Cobras with a 17-0 lead. Send Daniels in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. He'll try to take it upfield. He'll dive and try to get to the 10-yard line. Essentially back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up a 3rd down for the Cobras. And I'm assuming they're going to go to the air on this one. 8:43 left here, second quarter. Haven't had to do that much in the last couple weeks.
No, the other thing too, Jim, is they on those two plays they're trying to attack the outside, and yet on the inside they were just getting chunks and chunks of yards. So, you know, Coach maybe tried to do something on the outside, you know, keep them on us or on the outside, and it's just unfortunately it's not working.
So ball now to the hash mark on the far side. Wide side will be to Thompson's left. Calhoun to his left as well in the backfield. Thompson with the hard count. 3-step drop. Steps up in the pocket, trying to find somebody downfield. Throws across his body, going to be complete at the 12-yard line. Tyree Knight has to make one move, and he's going to be brought down at the 35. And a great run after catch by Tyree Knight, and he gets out to the 36-yard line. That's a Cobra first down.
I want to tell you something, Andre Daniels did something smart. He could have absolutely peeled on the back defender, and he didn't because I think they would have called that a blindside block. So he was smart and came downfield and tried to help out. So that was an outstanding job by that young man. Just using his head, not costing his team a first down.
Tyree Knight with the big first down play in 3rd and long. He'll stay in the game. He'll be the slot to the right of Thompson. Baycoat and Daniels to the near side. D'Angelo Thompson will be the receiver to the far side. 7:13 left here in this first half. Thompson with the hard count. They'll give it to Calhoun this time. He'll make one cut, try to get back to the left side. He'll make it to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 3 yards. Called 2nd and 7 for the Cobras.
Yeah, they slanted to the strength on that one, and they were trying to go to the strength, try to cut back, but then down below the end, stayed home, stayed square, and squeezed it and got them.
Well, for the most part, Coach, one thing I've noticed about the Cleveland running backs, not a lot of dancing. They're hitting the holes fast.
Yeah.
That time, Emmett had to cut back a little bit, but for the most part, they're hitting the lanes quickly.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do against this team. Just hit them up front. Just keep right away, smack, get what you can get, because they seem to scrape well. So when you're trying to get outside, they're there. Disciplined team, I'll give them that.
Thompson will take the ball himself. He'll keep it past the 40 down to the 43-yard line. So third down, we'll give it 5. Well, we'll say 4. Depends on whether the yard marker is going to stop.
Left foot, right foot.
Yep. So 6:10 left here, second quarter. Cobras back in a third down situation. 3rd and 4. As they'll mark the ball at the 43-yard line. And Thompson, again, showing some signs here. He's run the ball a lot in the last couple weeks.
Yep, absolutely.
Against some of these other teams, I don't know if I'd like to see that, but nonetheless, right now, he is operating the offense very well, as Thompson and Knight will be the receivers to the far side. Twin receivers to the near side. Calhoun will remain in the backfield. Thompson with the snap. 3-step drop again. Looking downfield, fires over the middle, and it's going to be Matt Wise caught at the 40, 35, and tripped up at the 34-yard line in Warrior territory. And another great pitch and catch from Thompson to Matt Wise.
And Wise, great pattern. He came upfield, took the step, ran the post, and he nailed it. Great throw, great catch. It was high, a little bit high, but that's what these receivers got to do. They got to get up there and get it. Outstanding job by the Cobras offense.
Matt Wise became a big, deep threat last year for the Cobras. I don't know if I've ever seen that young man without a smile on his face either. They're going to mark the ball at the 32. They're actually going to give him a couple yards more credit. I thought he'd rolled that way, but nonetheless, I'm sure Cleveland won't complain. 4:51 left here in this first half. Thompson in the shotgun again, twin receivers to each side. Calhoun will remain at the running back. Thompson with the hard count again. Quick pass out to the far side to D'Angelo Thompson. He'll get past the 30 and fight his way down near the 26, 25. He'll drive his legs, and they'll give him the 24-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and short for Cleveland as D'Angelo Thompson driving his legs there, coach, turn his back and hold on to the ball.
But see, that's what you want to teach your receivers and your running backs. Keep the and I call them pistons. Keep them pistons going. They're quick to the line.
Daniels in for Baycoat. Daniels in the slot to the near side. Thompson, he'll give this one to Calhoun. He'll be tripped up at the line of scrimmage. He may fall forward for a yard or two, but Taylor Johnson having some trouble there at that point on the offensive line.
Devin Coletti, I'll tell you what, he beat his man across his face, and he was right there to make the tackle. So that was a great job by that young man. I'll tell you what, he shot out of a cannon and got underneath the defensive tackle, and that was a great job.
3:38 left here on a running clock. First half, Cobras with a 17-0 lead. 3rd and 3 now for Cleveland as McDonald will have to reset, get back to the line.
Yeah, he was halfway down the field.
Thompson in the shotgun. They'll send a man in motion from right to left. They'll give it to Javon Washington off the right side. He'll make a cut, and he'll be headed past the 10 and be brought down at the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal now for the Cobras. 3:10 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I tell you what, they run that counter where it looks like they're going left, and then he pops it right. And the defense reads it, and they wash down on the fake and was wide open up on top.
They'll mark the ball at the 8-yard line. Keyshawn Baycoat will come on. Tyree Knight will take a breather. Knight having a great game here so far today. Well, so he'll take the well-deserved break as Baycoat and Thompson will be receivers to the far side. It'll be Daniels and McDonald to the near side. Washington will remain in the backfield. He'll give it to Javon again. He'll drop his shoulder into the end zone. 8-yard run for Cleveland. They take a 23-0 lead with 2:30 left here in the second quarter.
Well, that was a great job up front. Again, they did a great job blocking up front. And what they did was, I watched the defense. They went kind of a 3-man front and walked somebody up. They went to, it looked like a 5-man front with the 2 backers, and they just washed that down. That was a great, great job.
So that's 3 running touchdowns today for the Cobras. Add in the 3 they had last week. That is 6 touchdown runs, Coach, in the last 6 quarters. as Ben Lyons will connect on the extra point, but we're going to have a flag, and I believe that's going to be a roughing the kicker, as Ben will be able to pick himself up off the ground, and we'll see. I'm going to assume that's going to be roughing the kicker. I don't think that's even a question
yeah,
on the
there's
call
no question
Coach.
there. He got flattened, so I'm sure that that's going to go. That's going to go against the Warriors.
Well, we'll see if they assess that on the kickoff. 2:30 left here, first quarter. As the game in Erie goes final, the Express, they get the 38-0 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals. They remain undefeated on the season. Federals still searching for their first win of 2024. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half, and I think second half, Coach, you're going to be able to work on some things that maybe you'll want to use next week as you take on the aforementioned Erie Express. Paul Pennington and that crew over there doing an outstanding job. Charles Portman, the head coach for the Express.
Absolutely, and that's what you want. Get ahead of the game. Throw some twists in there. Maybe throw a couple other guys in there. If you know you're ahead, don't beat your starters up. Try to weed some guys in. You want to take a look at it. So
Lions, after the penalty is enforced, will kick this off from the midfield stripe, and I'm sure this will be no issue for a touchback. But, Coach, I don't know. Do you kick this one high and let your kickoff team get down there to cover it?
That's what I would do.
So Lions, and that's exactly what he's going to do. It'll be fielded at the 10-yard line. Bring it out to the 15, 20, 25, and 30. Down near the 31, but the Warriors, not with as bad field position as it could have been, but Ben Lyons with a good kick.
Yeah, I mean, even if he kicks it in the end zone, you're looking at the ball spot at the 25. So, they're giving him the ball at the 30, so that's pretty good. So,
2:24 left here, second quarter. Cobras with a 24-0 lead. Cobras scoring 3 times on the ground, building on the 30-yard field goal by Ben Lyon to start the game. Warriors will take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now, just don't bend and don't break. Just shut them down, get the ball back. Maybe you can get the ball back with, maybe a minute and a half or so. Go down and even try to get 3 points on it. Don't get sloppy.
So Warriors now with twin receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Mendoza in the shotgun, one running back to his right. Moving left to right on your devices. One high safety for the Cobras. Mendoza back to pass, fires it out towards the Cobra sideline, going to be caught at the 37-yard line, knocked out at the 38. They're going to say no, didn't hold on to it. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Pass was intended for Stashon Dietz.
I'll tell you what, he went up there and he caught that ball. I thought he came down with it, but again, the official was right there, so it must have hit the ground.
Yeah, went down right in front of the Cobras bench, so hard to tell. But nonetheless, it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. With just over 2 minutes left here, we'll be coming up on the 2-minute warning, as it will be Quentin and Cam Wells, the tackles, and the veteran Andy Code at the nose position for the Cobras. I should say the Cobra veterans.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are veterans. And it looks like Cleveland's going to take a timeout. 2:14 left here, second quarter. Cleveland with a 24-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, a part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch sports talk around the clock in the Valley on the iMedia One network, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
2:14 left here in the second quarter. Warriors with the ball, 2nd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Mendoza in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. And we're running back to his right. As a 3-step drop, he'll fire out to his left. Ball hangs up and it's going to be incomplete as it will fall harmlessly near midfield. And Andy Code and Cam Wells pretty much setting up camp in the Warriors' backfield.
Yeah, Andy just, he tried to, the quarterback tried to throw the ball, and he just absolutely, Mendoza, he stepped into it and got a face full of Andy Code. It fluttered. And the defensive back, I didn't get the number who was over there, did an outstanding job on the receiver because he wasn't letting them go to the inside. So all over, that was a great defensive play.
So 2:08 left here in this first half. Twin receivers to the far side. Now that single receiver again to the near side. They have a wing to the right. For the Warriors, Mendoza in the shotgun, one running back to his right. 3rd and 10. Low snap. Mendoza will take it himself upfield past the 30, 35. He'll get down to the 40-yard line. That should be enough for a first down as they will take out the umpire as well. He'll bounce right back up, though.
Absolutely. Yep. Those guys are tough.
And I say, I know from experience, playing that umpire position there, or working that umpire position, is more like playing linebacker.
Yeah, you guys get bounced around on that.
Well, you better keep your knees bent, keep your head on a swivel.
You ain't a kidding.
As the Tuscarawas County Warriors will have a first down at their own 41-yard line. 90 seconds left here in this first half. Single receiver to the far side. That'll be John Cooper. Well, it'll be twin receivers now. They'll have a slot to that far side as Mendoza will operate from the shotgun, running back to his right. 3-step drop, under pressure, fires, and it's going to overthrow his receiver at the 45-yard line. Pass was intended for Cooper. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, a lot of pressure, a lot of black jerseys around Mendoza. I really thought that was going to get picked, but he threw it in an area where it was nobody around or couldn't get to it.
So 1:14 left here, first half. And right now, Cleveland setting up the big matchup with the Erie Express next week right here in Brooklyn. Mark Means and Dave Clark stepping in next week for us. Mendoza in the shotgun, wing to the right, twin receivers to the far side. Mendoza taking himself off the right side. He'll make it out to the 45, past midfield and down at the 48-yard line. It'll be another Warrior first down.
Again, that's a big boy.
So Tuscarawas County going to take a timeout with 1:02 left here in this first half. We will step aside for a quick break as well. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras Broadcast Network here on the iMedia One Network. We are right back after this.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Tyree Knight, number 2 of the Cleveland Cobras, and you're listening to the Tri-Point Football League on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. Go Cobras.
Tyree Knight bringing us back from the break. Couple big plays from him today as the Warriors have the ball now 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 48-yard line. Thank everybody along the iMedia One Network for joining us today, including Jeff Beck and 12 Ounce Sports. Also Brian Snow and Snowman Multimedia as they come along for the ride here in 2024. Twin receivers to each side now. Mendoza bobbling the snap, fires out to his left. Ball's tipped and almost intercepted. It's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. McDonald had a shot at it, but that'll bring up second down now for the Warriors with just 50 seconds. Easy for me to say, Coach. Wow. This Powerade here is kind of throwing me off.
Is that all that's in there? Or
I
is
guess.
A little bit of, you know what they say, you can't smell the vodka. I'm just saying. 57
seconds remaining in the first half. All right. We'll get We'll get it.
Well, you get it. So,
We have to get some coffee at halftime. But
it just takes a half. That's all.
That's all. Little warm-up period.
Yeah,
but
it's
we'll
all.
be okay.
2 quarters, you're ready to go.
Also coming up next week, we'll talk about a special edition here at 4 o'clock on Saturday, as Mendoza will be in the shotgun. Twin receivers tight end to the far side this time. Single receiver to the near side. Tight end actually going to release from the right side. Mendoza rolling out to the far side. Fires downfield. And he's got an open man. It's going to be knocked away. And trying to get a number on that. I believe that's going to be Cam Scott for the Cleveland Warriors. Or excuse me, for the Cleveland Cobras. Wrong league. And so 38 seconds left here in this first half. Cobras with a comfortable 24-0 lead. And it'll be 3rd down now for the Warriors. Ball still marked at the Cleveland 48-yard line. Warriors got the 20-6 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals last week down in Tuscarawus County. So I have a single receiver to the far side now. Twin receivers to our side. Mendoza in the shotgun again. Read option, try to get to the outside. There's gonna be contact in the backfield. He'll really get rid of the ball, and it'll be brought out to the 40-yard line. He just dumped that out there to Devin Coletti, the tight end, who just released and stood there, kind of waited, and Mendoza extending the play.
Holy mackerel.
So 24 seconds left here. Timeout, but we'll keep it right here for these last 24 seconds. As again, the Cobras will host the Erie Express next week right here in Brooklyn. Both teams will be undefeated in the Tri-Point Football League. Cleveland taking 2 losses in their preseason, or the out-of-league season, as we call it at this level. That was to the Detroit Ravens and the I was going to say the Michigan Bills. Wrong, Michigan. That's the other Michigan
I
team.
think
that would be the Gators.
Yeah.
We have Gators and Bills and everything in Michigan.
Yeah.
I think Jesse Codwell's out there on the 50-yard line with the cap, and I think he's making a deal or something.
Yep, Jesse known to be vocal with the officials, from time to time. Come in and talk about some things. And so Cleveland pitching the shutout here in this first half. Just 24 seconds remaining. 4th down now for Tuss County. They'll mark the ball at the 39-yard line. Mendoza in the shotgun. One single receiver to the near side now as Mendoza waits for the snap. He'll hand it off, trying to find room. Andy Code's going to get a hold of him, and it's going to be followed up by Quentin Wells and then by a host of Cleveland Cobras, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Cleveland will get the ball with just 17 seconds left here in this first half.
Well, you know what I'd do. I'm not taking a knee on this one. I'm going to maybe get half the distance or get what I can get my field goal kicker in there, and he got to do what he's got to do. That's what I'd say. Ben Lyons is, he could hit 40, 50-yarders, so get a few more yards here, be safe, and because I think they still they still have a timeout left.
I think if they can get to the 28-yard line, that would make it a 45-yard field goal. I think that would be well within his range. But we'll see if they want to work on that here. But it looks like they're going to go into a huddle. Looks like there's going to be some discussion. So 17 seconds left here in the half. Cleveland up by a score, 27-0. Maybe try to get an opportunity.
Well, according to Dad sitting here, that he kicked a 55 or 56-yard field goal. So, you can give him a little bit more on that one.
So Cam Wells coming to the sideline with a very, very big smile. Quentin Wells as well. I think they're having a good time on that front defensive line. As empty backfield now for Thompson. 3 receivers to the near side. You have 2 receivers to the far side. Thompson with the hard count, trying to draw him off. 3-man front for the Warriors. Thompson fires over the middle, and it's going to be almost picked off. Sean Roper had a shot at it, but he'll do his push-ups on the field. He knows he should have had it.
That was right there. Slap's trying to get that yardage, but they still have, 12 seconds. Get it down the field, smoke a timeout. We got an injury, Jim.
Probably a cramp, we're going to assume here, but 12 seconds left here. We'll take a quick timeout. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Tyree Knight, number 2 of the Cleveland Cobras, and you're listening to the Tri-Point Football League on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. Go Cobras.
12 seconds left here, first half. Cleveland with a 24-0 lead, trying to work it downfield. Maybe get an opportunity for Ben Lyons to take a shot for 3 more before the half. And actually going to bring a Warrior player to the Cobra sideline. He'll head towards the locker room. Taryn Rao. And I'm sure with the half coming up, they'll just take him inside, get a look at him. So Cobras now with the ball, 2nd and 10, ball at their own 40-yard line. 12 seconds left here. Cleveland with 1 timeout. Thompson with the handoff. That's going to be Andre Daniels. He'll get out to the 43-yard line with 5 seconds left. They'll let this one wind down as Thompson kind of laughs a little. And wasn't sure that's what they meant to do, but nonetheless, we will head to the half here with the Cobras leading the Tusc County Warriors by a score of 24-0. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network. We're right
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Halftime continues here at Brooklyn High School as the Cleveland Cobras have a 24-0 lead over the Tusc County Warriors. And scoring went like this at 8:19 of the first quarter. Ben Lyons will get the Cobras on the field, on the board first with a 30-yard field goal. That would make the game 3-0. At 2:25 of the first quarter, it would be Malik Gaddy getting into the end zone on a 6-yard run. Lions adding the extra point, bringing it to a 10-0 lead. Second quarter, it would be Dave Thompson getting into the end zone on a 2-yard run to give the Cobras a 17-0 lead, and they would extend that at 2:30 of the second half. 8 yards into the end zone for Javon Washington. Ben Lyons adding the extra point, and that making it 24-0. And so far, Coach, again, a lot of work being done on the ground, throwing when they have to. And so far, it's eating up the clock. They're getting done what they want to do. And certainly, they're going to be able to work on these fine points coming up for next week as they will take on the Erie Express.
Yeah, I'd like to see them running in the middle a little bit more and just keep pounding the rock. Just get yardage that they can. Keep the clock running. Don't get greedy. If you need to throw a little bit, get it thrown in there. But keep the clock going, get out of here without any injuries, and move on until next week.
Yeah, great job by all involved here. The offensive line doing a good job, except for the few penalties. Jonathan Rorlick having a bad series there with a hold on one and a false start, put him back. But, again, Cleveland showing some improvement here because they're able to overcome a lot of these mistakes where in the past they have struggled with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just call them little glitches there, but they're doing They had those two, and now it's so much better because now they haven't really had any penalties, no mistakes. The key to this now is just don't force. Make sure that you do what you got to do, know your assignments, and get it done.
A couple of scores from earlier, the Erie Express. They get the 38-0 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals. And it would be the WPA Wildcats at last count. And we don't know if this is a final or how this ended. It was 68-0 over the Appalachian Thunder. And at that point, Coach, we talked about that halftime speech.
Oh, yeah, that halftime.
That's a rough day.
Yeah, that halftime speech. What do you tell the guys other than, hey, if we can get on the bus now and leave, they'll never know. Yeah, those are tough. I've been in a few of those games, and no matter what you do, I mean, it just you face a team that's better than you, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, Paul Pennington and the Erie Express have been a consistent top-tier team for many years now, coming out of the GDFL back to a more regional league where they had some success there. Of course, they won a national championship there in the GDFL. Other games from around the league, the Columbus Fire taking on the West Virginia Leviathan. Of course, we just talked about WPA and the Appalachian Thunder, and it's also going to be the Beaver County Arctic Bengals taking on the Ohio Bears. The Steel City Bobcats, they get the win over the Stark County Wolfpack. And I believe the Leviathan Fire game still underway here. We can't seem to get confirmation on that. Also, the Gladiators taking on the Ohio Legends. And the Port City Spartans are off this week. They get the bye after making the trip to Cleveland last week, which did not bode well for them. They take the 27-0 loss to the Cobras. And, again, the Cobras will host the undefeated Erie Express right here in Brooklyn next week. And maybe unlike in years past, I'm looking forward to that matchup. I think player for player, we're looking at a lot more of a competitive game.
Yeah, again, they just got to clean up some of the mistakes. If you do that against an Erie Express team, now you're in a battle and you're forcing them to play Eris football as well as we are. So, again, because you make mistakes like they did, Erie will take advantage of. So, they're able to clean it up. It's much better than it was, Jim, as you know. So they've done a great job with that. Let's hope that they continue because next week that's the big one.
Two Tier 1 teams going at it right here next week. Going to get it easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step aside for a break here, try to collect myself, and when we come back, we'll have third quarter action here from Brooklyn High School. The Cobras have a 24-0 lead, and you are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem's local and national sports talk can be found on TuneIn and the Live 365 app at Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge. Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. for your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Golf in the Mahoning Valley starts at Mill Creek Golf Course. Come out to the 36 beautiful hole design course by Donald Ross, and golf lessons are available by calling the team shop at 330-740-7112. Don't forget about family fun nights on Friday and Saturday evenings, a family of 4 with cart for only $25. Or visit the Wick Recreation Area and the lighted Par 3 course. Book your tee time today at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Listen to Grove City College football all season long right here on Western Reserve Radio. Play action for East with time down the field. Got him in stride. That's Drake. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cameron Drake. Give it to Schools across the 50. 45, 40. He's gone. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wesley Schools. Listen to head coach Andrew DiDonato and the Grove City College Wolverines all year long right here on Western Reserve Radio.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Miss an episode of By All Means, and you could miss a lot.
I have the sound up, and I appreciate the guys that do the work now. But it is with great appreciation I see what the guys do, not only the announcers, but also the players. So we've had wonderful playoffs. I mean, single, double, triple overtime games. It's been fantastic.
By All Means, Tuesdays at 5, right here on Western Reserve Radio and streaming live on westernreserveradio.com.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Third quarter action coming up here from Brooklyn High School, just outside the city of Cleveland, where the Tuscarawas County Warriors will have to kick off to get this second half started. They trail the Cobras by a score of 24-0.
Jim, we've been attacked by seagulls. Oh, they're all over the place.
Wow. I got nothing more than wow.
There's a whole bunch that just has entered the playing field.
So Devin Coletti going to kick this one off for the Warriors to get the third quarter started. Andre Daniels and Tyree Knight back to return for Cleveland. They'll post up right around their own 14-yard line. Coletti booting in this one. It's going to be picked up at the 45-yard line. Short kick. And I believe that was picked up by Cam Wells, coach, and he's going to return that to the 43. Wow, when things are going right for you, they're going right.
I tell you what, when a lineman get it, that's look what I found.
Kicked it right into the breadbasket of Cam Wells. And the Cobras will take over here in Warrior territory with 14:57 left here, third quarter. If you're just joining us, Cobras took a 24-0 lead. And it would be Ben Lyons with a field goal, and it would be Gaddy, Thompson, and Washington getting into the end zone on the ground for the Cobras as the Seagulls continue to group up around us. We may have to shut the windows. I think Dave's afraid of birds.
Did you see the movie The Birds? You'll know why.
Thompson and Daniels, receivers to the far side. And it'll be a Baycoat and Knight to the near side. Thompson in the shotgun, one running back to his right. Now mark the ball at the 45-yard line. Quick pass out to Baycoat. Baycoat with a spin move past the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. And a nice move by Keyshawn Baycoat as he hit the B button there, Coach.
So I didn't get the receiver who was short that went up for it.
That would be Tyree Knight.
Was that Knight? He threw it over top. I didn't get the number because I was watching the catch, and he thought it was for him. And, oh, no, he was wrong.
Martucci now to the left of Thompson in the shotgun. Twin receivers to each side. Hand off to Martucci out to the right side. He's going to be upended at the 39-yard line. Warriors going to run away with the ball, but they're going to say that Martucci was down. Wyatt Garibrandt, linebacker for the Warriors, picked it up and ran, but I think the officials kind of agreed that he was going to be down.
I'll tell you what, that was a solid hit. That's how you make a football hit. I mean, he broke down, squared the line of scrimmage, hit him low, and he flipped him over and landed on the ground. The ball was popped out, but we already know that the ground can't cause a fumble.
No, interesting score out from Racine, Wisconsin. If you're familiar with the Racine Raiders, they have a 14-0 lead over the St. Paul Pioneers. The Racine Raiders playing in the Gridiron Developmental Football League the last couple of years. They won the national championship in 2023 as Thompson now in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Martucci will remain in at running back. Some motion up front. We're going to have a flag. Encroachment will be the call on the Warriors, and I believe they're going to have Austin Gilmore.
And that's a first down.
So clock will continue to run here, 13-20, as the Cobras will get the free first down. Baycoat will bring the play in from the sideline. Cobras now moving from right to left on your devices. If you're listening in on the Live 365 app or on TuneIn, or if you're maybe watching video here, if you're joining us on Facebook or Twitter.
We have all things you
We're
can look
everywhere.
up. We are all over.
So Thompson in the shotgun now, ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cleveland. Thompson with the hard count. Quick pass attempted to throw it out to Tyree Knight, but it was going to be tipped away by Braxton Lint for the Warriors. And this time it was meant for Tyree Knight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was a good job. I mean, he got his paw up there, and he did a good job. Slap's got to get a little bit more arch. I know he tried to throw and get there, but you can't keep him that low because that's good pick and go.
2nd and 10 now. And it looks like they moved the ball to the 34, but okay, we'll go with that. 12:45 left here, third quarter. Thompson in the shotgun. Martucci still to his left. He'll flip over to the right side. Warriors packing the box as Thompson waits for the snap. Thompson rolling out to the far side, looking downfield under some pressure, and he's going to toss this one out of bounds like a good veteran would. And it'll be 3rd down for the Cobras, and a smart play by the veteran quarterback.
Again, I think what they need to do, and again, this is what they might be doing. They might be just looking at this. Okay, let's try this, try that. We're up 24-0. So my thing is I would be running right at them and do what they got to do.
So getting messages from Mark Means now as well. So I am on the spot. So twin receivers to each side now. Thompson in the shotgun. Martucci will remain in at at running back. 12:38 left here, 3rd quarter. Cobras with a 24-0 lead. 3rd down now for the home team. Thompson taking his time. Hard count. 3-step drop. Pump fakes. Fires over the middle. He's going to overthrow Keyshawn Baycoat at the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down for the Cobras. Thompson couldn't get his feet set to get that ball down and overthrew an open receiver. 12:32 left here at 3rd quarter. And Thompson kind of laughing at himself. I think he knows he had a little bit more time than he was anticipated.
Didn't set his feet, Jim, and that's what it was. He kept going. He kept coming towards us to his left. When you're coming over, you gotta set your feet, attack a little bit, and then throw it. He had the time to do it.
So ball at the 33-yard line. We're going to have a field goal attempt, so this will be a 50-yard field goal attempt for Ben Lyons. Barrico will hold for the Cobras. 12:32 left here, 3rd quarter. Dad getting pretty excited. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it's going to be a line drive, and it's going to be just short. So with 12:26 left here in the third quarter, Lions can't connect on the field goal. Looked like it just didn't come off his foot right.
Yeah, I think he tried to hit it too hard instead of going through his motion, and it looked like he punched it. It had no height on it. Again, he's trying to get more distance. I think if he would have took a normal kick and just put a little bit more oomph behind it, it might have got it.
I like the decision to at least attempt that right now with this back half of the schedule coming up where these games are going to be a lot closer. You're going to need a Ben Lyons to maybe help you out late in the game. And
you got third quarter and the clock is, you're already eating the clock up. Why not? Give it a shot.
So 1st and 10 now for the Warriors. They'll place the ball at the 25-yard line. Single receiver to each side. Actually, they'll have a slot to the far side now. Mendoza in the shotgun. One running back to his right. He'll have a wing to the right as well. Mendoza low snap. He'll pick it up. Fire out to his left. Under pressure. He's going to be knocked down. And I believe Cam Wells making his acquaintance again in the backfield. And I'll tell you, the front four, actually working that three-man front today, have become actually the strength of this Cobras defense.
Yeah, they have not been able to they haven't been able to stop them. Cobras up front are just, they are really getting after it. And what's nice is they're rotating people in there, so you always got somebody fresh, and that's what you got to do. Andy Coe's on the sidelines going, I need to get in, Coach. I need to get in.
So 2nd and 20. I'll call it 2nd and 18. Let my Wilson math work for me. Let's put it this way. It's 2nd and long. As Dave tries to throw some things at me, that's how he trains me. When I get something wrong, he hits me. So Mendoza in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's going to take it himself up the middle. Not much room to work. And it's going to be Quentin Wells, Cam Wells, and pretty much anybody else who wanted to join in at this point in that front four. And it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Warriors.
Well, the running game for them is that, I don't know who actually leads in their yardage, but he does a great job when he does like slap. He just pulls it and goes, and he's a very big, thick man. Hard runner, so, he tries to get everything he can, but, now you got 15 yards to go, and I believe it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and, we'll call it 15. We'll give him credit for 3 on that. 10:23 left here, third quarter. Cobras with a 24-0 lead. Mendoza back in the shotgun, running back to his left. They'll go 4 wide receiver set, 2 by 2. As the Seagulls make their way closer to the press box. Send the outside man in motion from left to right for the Warriors. Mendoza feeling some pressure, going to fire down the sideline, and he'll throw this one over everybody's head. Nobody in the area. And that'll bring up 4th down, and I would have to assume at this point you're going to bring the punt team on.
Yeah, I would think that would be a very good decision. But remember, he hasn't had very good punts, so maybe he's going to punt it out of bounds. We're going to definitely work on field position. There has got to be about 15 or 20
So just like almost they went and told 2 friends, and they told 2 friends, and are all showing up here.
This is crazy.
You need to pay at the gate, buddy.
No, I'm telling you, what is this free stuff? Then they're after the food. They're dive bombing people.
9:58 left here, third quarter. We talk about an air raid offense. We're not talking about the football game right now. So punt formation for Tusc County. Ball at the 20-yard line. Decent snap this time. They'll get this one away. It's going to be an end-over-end line drive down to the 50-yard line. Tyree Knight tempted to go over and pick it up. It'll die out at the Cleveland 43-yard line, and I think Knight realizes now he might have had an opportunity to return that. He's a little frustrated with himself.
Well, he should have made a little bit – it should have been a little bit quicker. Well, they don't have to do any cleaning of the stands because –
No, not at all. The Seagulls cleaning up all the food here as Cleveland will take over. 1st and 10, 9:48 left here, third quarter. Cobras with a 24-0 lead over the Tusc County Warriors. Again, the Warriors come off of a 20-6 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals last week. And I believe that they're going to be continuing to work in Tier 2 of the Tri-Point Football League. Matter of fact, we'll take a look at the teams in each respective tier. For Tier 1, it's the Beaver County Arctic Bengals, the Columbus Fire, Erie Express, Ohio Gladiators, Port City Spartans, Steel City Bobcats, and the WPA Wildcats, and of course, your Cleveland Warriors in that Tier 1. As Thompson now will be in the shotgun, Calhoun to his right, twin receivers to each side, 1st and 10 from the Warrior 40-yard line. Thompson with the hard count. Tusc County showing pressure. Read option, a little bit of confusion there, and Calhoun's going to be brought down in the backfield. That's going to be Dayton Robin on the tackle.
I blame that on the guard and the tackle because that linebacker stood right in their gap, and okay, we've got to pick him up. That's just that they got to work this out. I don't care if you got to point and say I got him. If he comes, I got him. Don't worry about the hanger. Let's get it done. And that was what the problem. They're sending the house. What they got to do is they got to have somebody who's inside a wing, a tight end, or keep one of the wing backs in tight and dump right over that middle because those linebackers are just coming.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13 now for the Cobras. Ball at the 43-yard line as we're trying to watch the game through a flock of seagulls, literally. Thompson in the shotgun. Calhoun will remain the running back. 8:58 left here, and we're going to have a flag. And we're going to have a false start coming up against Cleveland. And we see from time to time with Cleveland, they have these moments of 2 and 3 mistakes in a row. But, again, this team, as opposed in the past, are able to work themselves out of it.
Yeah, but the problem lies is they're going to face teams like next week with Erie Express. They can't make these simple mistakes. They got to go forward. They shouldn't be going backwards. Now you got 20 yards for a first down and it's 2nd down.
So Thompson now in the shotgun, 2nd and forever. Calhoun will remain the running back. Thompson, 3-step drop, looking to his left, fires over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted at the 35-yard line by Dayton Robin. And the Warriors will take over with 8:21 left here, 3rd quarter. And turnover by the Cobras. It's been quite a while since we've seen one of those for Cleveland. But, again, is this a matter of them experimenting with some things right now, trying to get ready for next week?
Well, it's possible, but I just want to tell you, Dayton Robin, he's a player. They ask him to blitz. He gets to the quarterback. He took a step forward like he's supposed to. He got back. He got into his zone. He read his eyes. That's the only thing about Slap that I noticed. He kind of watches the receiver that he's going to throw to. He's got to learn to maybe look away and then try to pick him up. He knows what he's looking for and who, so maybe he's got to look him off a little bit and then go to that.
Ball at the 35-yard line now for the Warriors. They'll take over 1st and 10, 8:21 left here, 3rd quarter. Trailing by a score of 24-0. Mendoza in the shotgun. He'll take it himself off the right side, and he'll fight his way out to the 40-yard line. Cleveland pawing at the ball. They're not going to be able to get it, though. And it'll bring up 2nd down now and 5 for Tusc County. And Tusc County playing it relatively conservative now.
Well, they want to get some yardage, but what's going to happen is they're going to get them sleeping on these dives and on these keeps, and then they're going to hit them deep. So they've got the defensive backs and the linebackers got to be aware of what's going on. Don't get lulled to sleep.
2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Mendoza will bring in the play from the sideline. 7:37 left here on a running clock. Again, I want to thank 12 Ounce Sports and Snowman Multimedia for joining us here this week, as they have joined us every week during the Tri-Point Football League season. Twin receivers to the far side now, single receiver to the near side. Mendoza in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 safeties high for Cleveland. Read option, and it's going to be caught out at the 40-yard line and brought out to the 44-yard line. And that's going to be Devin Coletti, again, the tight end for the Warriors on the catch. Mendoza went down. He took a shot, but looks like he's going to be able to get up on his own.
They should take him out.
Now they're
not.
And it looked like Anthony Mendoza was looking for a flag for a roughing, but It will fall on deaf ears as the Warriors now will have the ball 3rd and 1 at the 44-yard line. Clock will continue to run with 6:39 left here, 3rd quarter. As Bailey Hickenbottom trying to put something together. They will pull Mendoza out for the play. Try to let him collect himself. Mendoza has been under all kinds of pressure with that front 3. As the Cobras have pretty much stayed in that 3-man front, Coach.
Yeah. No reason to change. They've done a great job.
So Taryn Rao now the quarterback. He'll take the ball himself up the middle, try to get a few yards, get past the 45, and it'll be enough for a Warrior first down at the 47. 6 minutes even left here at 3rd quarter. Cobras with a 24-0 lead.
Well, they're just chipping away at the Cobras. And, again, as long as they don't get hit with anything big, you want to keep running the ball like this, that's fine. That's just eating clock.
Beautiful night here in Brooklyn. Just about 72 degrees here, perfect temperature. No chance of rain. Sun's starting to go down here. Lights on here at Brooklyn Stadium. As John Cooper will be the receiver to the far side now for Tusk County. Wing right, single receiver to our near side as well. Mendoza back in at quarterback. We're running back to his left, 5:15 as the clock continues to run. Mendoza under pressure. Quentin Wells chasing him down. He'll get past the midfield stripe, out of bounds at the 47, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and the initial indication is going to be holding against the Warriors. And when you have that much time with that 3-man front, you're more than likely you may have a little bit of jersey.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't see him, Jim. They tackled him, but he didn't see him. Absolutely.
Well,
You're
a little bit of jersey.
A little bit of jersey. Come on.
The clock stops with 5:03 here as they'll enforce the penalty. They'll get the clock rolling again, just under 5 minutes. Cleveland 24, Tusk County 0. So far, we're in about 7 quarters of shutout play by the Cleveland defense. Tamir Stevens now in at the outside backer position for Cleveland. Quentin Cam Wells as well as Andy Code, now the 3-man front for the Cobras. Mendoza with the snap, 3-step drop, under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. And sing along if you know the words, but I believe that's going to be Wells again. Quentin Wells.
Wow.
He and Cam Wells, neither one of them I would call small. I don't know if I would want to pick up the food bill on those two.
Well, here's the other thing that I've been watching. They're doubling and triple teaming Andy Code, and they're leaving those same guys single blocked, and it can't get done. So they have got to do something to kind of balance out that front because it's just not working for them.
Yeah, incredible thing there when you have 3 men up front there who can't be blocked by 5. Your linebackers have to be having a field day.
Absolutely.
So, second down for the Warriors. Ball still at the 35-yard line. They will have to get to the Cleveland 43-yard line for a first down. 4 wide receiver set now as Mendoza is in the shotgun. 3:12 left here on a running clock in the 3rd quarter. Mendoza under pressure, and it's going to be Wells again, bringing him down. We're going to have a flag on the play. And I'm sure you're going to want to decline this penalty if it is against Tusk County. But, again, Wells. So that penalty is going to be declined. They're going to take the result of the play. 2:57 left here, 3rd quarter. Clock continuing to run. Ball now going to be placed at the 35-yard line. Again, they will have to get to the Cleveland 43-yard line for a first down. And I don't think either one of the Wells or Andy Code are getting tired.
No, that's a motivation. That's taking that engine and putting it in another gear.
And quite frankly, just an observation, I think the secondary is pretty bored.
Yeah, but that's what you got to watch for, because then they get smacked in the mouth by getting a seam route or a post or a post corner. Got to be careful.
Craig Williams at the safety spot for Cleveland. Mendoza now in the shotgun. He'll have it back to each side. They'll go max protection. Twin receivers to the far side. Ball still at the Warrior 35-yard line. And again, 43-yard line is the target in Cleveland territory for a first down. Mendoza with the handoff. And Coletti is going to be wrapped up at the 30-yard line. And Cameron and Quentin met at the running back position. Andy Code just kind of set the table for him. And the ball will be placed at the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4. So 4th down for the Warriors. And at this point, Coach, I think you're going to want to punt. Minute and a half left here, third quarter.
Yeah, you just punt the ball, get out of dodge. Try to work a little bit of field position, but they're just getting – their offensive line is getting eaten alive by the Cobras. And all it is they're just bigger and faster, And, of course, if you see the size, you will also say probably stronger.
So we'll go with the physics aspect of it. As
leverage.
Quentin Wells, Andy Code, and Cam Wells will still remain in that 3-man front. Punt formation now for the Warriors. Going to have some movement up front. And it's 4th and about 30. I don't think that 5 is really going to improve their situation, but we'll just have to do that down over.
Yeah, but that I mean, why jump? You're clean over by the numbers, and you're trying to block a punt. Just let it go. Just let him punt the ball.
Tyree Knight back at his own 31-yard line. He's looking to return one of these. He was a little disappointed the last time that he didn't snatch that one up. But, again, I agree with you, Coach. Let him punt it away, and I think Tyree Knight would be more than happy. And we're going to have another offside here. As I think Andre Daniels, I believe that's going to be Andre Daniels. Or is that Marquise Hodge? Excuse me. Going to come in, and he'll take the penalty. So if this keeps up, they may end up with a first down.
They don't. I mean, they don't have to punt. I mean, they're just going to keep going.
5 yards at a time.
Because that was already 10 yards in penalties.
So 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. We'll see if we're going to be able to get this punt off. The ball now at the Warrior 41-yard line. I think the coaching staff has told him now just back out. High snap, and we're going to have a flag. This is going to be an encroachment again on Cleveland. I don't know if I saw anybody on that one, but Cam Wells trying to go after the block. So that's going to be another 5 yards. And they will mark this at the 40. They keep moving here, the 45-yard line.
Well, that's 15 yards, and it is change of possession. Clock at 0, Jim.
So that will bring us to the end of the third quarter here in Brooklyn. Cleveland maintains a 24-0 lead over the Tuscarawas County Warriors. We're going to step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras Broadcast Network here on Western Reserve Radio. We're back right after this.
Is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
This is number 56, Antoine Peterson, known as Tony Sweets. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football on iMedia One Network.
We'll flip sides of the field here now. Ball at the 46-yard line. Snap is back this time, and they'll get this one away. Tyree Knight will not have a shot to return this one. It'll land at the 25. Take a Cleveland bounce back to the 30-yard line. And Cleveland will take over as we get this fourth quarter underway. 14:48 left here in this game. 24-0 is the Cleveland lead. And we'll see if Cleveland want to experiment a little bit more here on offense, or we'll see if we'll stick to the ground. And, again, the run game has been as good as it was the last couple of weeks, Coach, and that is certainly something that's going to help them later down the road. That was something really that was missing last year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, right now, let's not look sloppy. You just gave up 40 yards in penalties come on, we got to start thinking here. Okay, yeah, you probably have the game won, still got a quarter, but don't be sloppy about it.
D'Angelo Thompson now to receiver to the far side. Andre Daniels to the near side. 1st and 10. Cobras now moving left to right on your device. One running back to his left. They'll send a man and motion. That will be D'Angelo Thompson. Dave Thompson waiting for the snap. Hand off. It'll be Javon Washington cutting back past the 30 and down to the 31-yard line. Thought he was going to make it a little further than that. Contact in the backfield, but Washington able to make one cut and get upfield.
Yeah, and again, there should be 2 plays called in this huddle, because what they're doing, they're just sinking backers, and they're just trying to outman. You got 5 men up front, and they're bringing as many as 6 or 7 coming in on defense. So you got to have a play where you're going to run a quick slant or something, or even a tight wing block and then run the seam route, because it's going to be wide open.
D'Angelo Thompson will be the single receiver to the far side now. Andre Daniels and Abe Taylor will line up to the near side. Thompson in the shotgun. Washington will remain to his left. They'll send a man in motion from left to right. I think that's going to be DeAndre Thompson. Got some movement here, and I believe it's going to be a false start on Cleveland. Indeed it will be, so it'll make it 1st and 15. Excuse me, 2nd and 15 for the Cobras. As the clock continues to run here, 13:41 left in this game. Cobras looking to go 3-0. The first time in many, many seasons. Keeping in mind the Cobras have played in some of the toughest leagues at this level, including the Gridiron Developmental Football League and the Premier Amateur Football League, when that was here under the ownership of Jermaine Campbell. Thompson now in the shotgun. He'll give it to Washington. Washington upfield, hitting the hole fast. He'll get out to the 34-yard line. And Emma Calhoun will check in for the Cobras. Washington will head to the sideline. But again, we talk about the running backs, and they've been hitting the holes fast. Some of them maybe making that one cut, but nonetheless.
Run right at them. They've been successful that way. Just run right at them.
Certainly the size of this offensive line, again, an improvement from last year. A lot of things good going well for the Cobras in terms of personnel now. Lamore Stillard at center. For the Cobras, Thompson in the shotgun, Calhoun to his right, one receiver to each side. Send a man in motion from left to right. Thompson with the hard count. Give it to Calhoun. Calhoun hitting the hole hard again. 40-yard line. He'll drive his legs down to the 44-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Cleveland first down. And Emma Calhoun continuing the run game for the Cobras, picking up those yards after contact.
Yeah, all they did was he ran off tackle, ran right at him, and they didn't stop him. Overload this way, run to the weak side, pound that 3-hole, and you're in great shape, and that's exactly what they did.
Clock will continue to run with 11:50 left in the game. Thompson in the shotgun, one receiver to each side. Double wing to the left. They've been sending him in motion last couple of plays there, but it looks like he's going to remain. Thompson gives a hard count, gives to Calhoun, trying to find the outside to the right, cuts back in, past the midfield stripe, down to the 40, 30, 25, 20, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds near the 15-yard line. Emmett Calhoun with the big run. He'll get inside the red zone, and Cleveland will have the ball. 1st and 10, 11:24 left here in this game.
I'll tell you what, he hit the hole, and boy, he grabbed the gear, and he was pulling away.
Can't say enough about the way all the backs, after the injury to T.J. Johnson, how they would respond, and it's been running back by committee. Thompson, he'll keep the ball himself this time to the outside. He'll get past the 10, inside the 10 and brought down near the 7-yard line. We're going to have a flag on the play, and the preliminary indications of holding against the Cobras. That will bring that run back. 10:49 left here in this game.
Well, the official at the top of the picture here, he's thrown more holding penalties in this game. I understand, and let's. Sometimes you just got to let it go. You know, Jim?
So they'll place the ball back at the 20-yard line. So they'll be playing from behind the markers again. They can get another first down at the 5-yard line.
I mean, you were an official. Did you ever?
I will tell some stories someday. When maybe some halftime entertainment as.
We do have a long ride home.
Yes, I can't wait for that one. I agree, Dave. We got to keep knifing them on that one.
Pistol formation now. Calhoun behind Thompson. One receiver to each side. Thompson with the hard count. He'll hand it off to Calhoun. Calhoun going to get past the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Pickup of about 2. And we're going to have a Cobra down. And it looks like Cleveland's going to take a timeout. 9:49 left here in this game. Cleveland with a 24-0 lead. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras Broadcast Network here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
9:33 left here in this game. Lamar Stillard, a little bit shaken up, but he'll get off the field on his own. And Coach Adam Rogerson out there talking to the officials. I think Coach maybe was a little concerned about a chop block. I can tell by the body language and the fact that I may have had that call a few times myself. So,
no, not you, Jim.
I was just shorter than the rest. It was never a chop block.
Just shot at their shims.
Don't worry about anything that Mark Means says.
First and 15, first play of the game. Here.
It may have happened right where that ball is, Dave. I'm not sure.
No, it was a few yards to the left. It was the first play of the game.
That's putting a knife in and twisting.
I did apologize to DeJuan Smith on that one from the Express.
Oh, I know you did.
DeJuan Smith, a great guy. Here is, here it is, chop block Raven. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
So 8:29 left here on the running clock. Cobras now with the ball, second down. They can get another first down at the 5. Right now, ball marked at the 18-yard line. Martucci now into the game. He'll be to the left of Thompson, wearing number 49 this week, Coach.
Yeah, it's funny. It has Craven on the back of that thing. There was a Craven to play for me.
Played for the Cobras at one point, too.
Yep.
Emmett Calhoun, the tailback. He'll get the ball, and he's going to be met in the backfield. Dayton Robin making the initial contact in the backfield. As Terrence Strong going to lose his hat, but he'll have to come out for one play. 7:48 here on a running clock, and Cleveland, I believe, going to take another timeout here. We'll keep it right here as the clock will stop with 7:41, and Cobras looking to go 3-0. They'll move on next week to take on the Erie Express. Express getting the 38-0 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals today. Of course, you can hear that game over on City View Sportscast. And an interesting matchup there, Coach, with the Erie Express. Again, one of the top-tier teams in the country, as we got to see quite a few of their games. Paul Pennington, Charles Portman over there doing a great job. Always a very professional atmosphere with the Erie Express.
They asked me one year coach in the All-Star game that we had, and a couple of Erie Express guys that played up there. It was impressive. They weren't little guys, I'll tell you that.
A lot of names that you will hear, or you would have heard around the college ranks, as D'Angelo Thompson will be the receiver to the far side. Now Andre Daniels to the near side. DeAndre Thompson at the tight end position now on the left side for the Cobras. Martucci to the left of Thompson. 7:41 left in this game. Cobras 24, Warriors 0. Quick pass over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for DeAndre Thompson. And that was one of Coach's favorite plays there, just a quick pass right out there to the left side, but couldn't connect on it.
Well, we called it 10 dump. What he needed to do was you have to fake the dive, which he would have faked the sidecar, and then pop that over. And I'll tell you what, there was nobody there. I don't know what he rushed about because he was wide open. He had no pressure. He takes his time on that. That's, I don't know about a touchdown, but he'd have got at least the first down.
So Ben Lyons on for a field goal attempt. And this will be a 40-yarder as Malik Gaddy will make his way in on the field goal team. He'll be the wing to the left. So ball to 23. Well, that's 7 for the snap, 10 for the end zone. Make it 40 yards. Barico with the hold. Kick is up, and it is going to go off the left upright and in and through. 7:31 left here in this game, and Ben Lyons with the 40-yard field goal gives the Cobras a 27-0 lead over the Warriors. Same score as last week, Coach.
Yeah, there we go. I think they had some opportunities to build on that, but that's all right. As long as you drive down the field, eat the clock, and come up with points. That's all that counts at this time.
So Ben Lyons, again, one of those guys you were really going to depend on is on the back end of this schedule going into the playoffs, because these games are going to be a lot closer and a lot more physical. And people like that are hard to find at this level.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? You need somebody who with some consistency. And by all means, I mean, ever since, we came up at the first part of the year and traveled to Michigan. And I'll tell you what, he's very consistent now. So he's I wonder if the NFL needs a kicker.
Did you say by all means?
By all means.
Oh, okay.
A little jab there. Plug. Whatever. We love Mark.
Lions now to kick off as we break the middle half of this fourth quarter. 7:30 left here in this game. Cobras with a 27-0 lead. Cobras with a win last week by the same score. The kick will be fielded at the 12-yard line. And I'll try to bring it around to the far side. Make it out to the 20-yard line. Maybe brought down just shy, as the Warriors will try to put something together, maybe get some points on the board with 7:22 left in this game. And at this point, you're down by 4 scores, Coach. Maybe keep it on the ground, maybe eat this clock up and live for another day.
Yeah, I wouldn't get fancy to throw the ball. Just run the ball. At this point in time, you just want to say, hey, season's long. We do not want any injuries. Just run the ball, safe stuff. There's no reason at this point to try to score. But, I mean, everybody tries to score. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I think just run the ball, keep the clock going. It has been written.
The ball will be marked at the Warrior 20-yard line, moving right to left on your devices. 7:22 left here in this game. As the Warriors, possibly with their last possession, depending on what they can do with it. Twin receivers to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. They're going to have a wing over there as well. Mendoza in a pistol formation will have a running back behind him. I believe that'll be Taryn Rao. Mendoza on the pitch to the outside. Nowhere to go. Rao going to drop his shoulder and run over a Cobra defender. But I believe he's going to make it just back to the line of scrimmage. Good contact by the running back from the Warriors.
There was a running back that played for Miami Dolphins, I believe. Don Nottingham. They called him the human bowling ball. He looks just like him. Short, wide shoulders, drops that shoulder, and he just bowls over people.
And really in the NFL, that's kind of the style of running back you see now, even with a guy like Nick Chubb, not the tallest guy in the world, short center of gravity, or great center of gravity, and can explode through the holes. So Mendoza now back in the pistol formation, running back behind him. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Be one-on-one with Kev Fortson. 5:57 left here on a running clock. We'll send a man in motion from left to right. Pitch out to the far side again. He'll head to the sideline. He'll keep it in. Maybe picked up a couple yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Warriors.
You were talking about Nick Chubb. They don't know how much he's going to play from a good source. And it's they just, after that severe of an injury, and not once but twice, they'll probably use him as a 3-down back or short yardage. But unless he really improves and his knee gets better, you're not going to see the Nick Chubb be used as he always did. But, it remains to be seen. And I heard that, and it was such sad news when I heard that. And a pretty darn good source.
Mendoza will send Coletti in motion. He'll pitch it out to the near side. He'll try to cut up, nowhere to go. Going to lose a couple yards on the play. That'll bring up 4th down for the Warriors. Just under 5 minutes to play here in Brooklyn. Cobras with a 27-0 lead. And if you tally it up, Coach, here we are at 8 quarters of a defensive shutout for the Cobras. So between the improvement in the run game and the tenacity of this Cleveland defense, Cleveland really making an argument for themselves here in the Tri-Point Football League.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting out strong. Again, we talked about their preseason. Going up to Michigan and playing the Ravens, and I mean that was a huge test. And they see, and that shows what they have to do to get to that level.
So good snap back to the punter, and he'll get this one off, end over end punt, and it'll land at the 38-yard line. And it'll take a Warrior roll near the 44-yard line. Cleveland will take over 1st and 10 inside Tusc County territory. 3:56 left here in this game. Cleveland on their way to their 3rd consecutive win here in 2024. And as has been pointed out to me by Mark Means, Erie has also not given up a point in 8 quarters. So that could very well be another 7-0 game. You look at the game that Erie had with the WPA Wildcats last week. Erie picks up the 7-0 win. Has all the makings of a defensive battle.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Cleveland, again, they could do this. They could go in there, but they got to go in there strong, confident, mix it up a little bit, but really, really whittle down the mistakes. Because they will take, Erie, as well as I, Jim, they will take advantage of that, and they can hurt you with your mistakes.
Cleveland building depth here also in the 2024 season. The rotation has been impressive now as Daniels will be the receiver to the near side. Martucci to the right of Thompson. One running back behind him. Daniels now indicating he's off the line. 2:58 left. And Tusc County going to take a timeout, so we'll step aside as well. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network. We're right back after this.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. for your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Tyree Knight, number 2 of the Cleveland Cobras, and you're listening to the Tri-Point Football League on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. Go Cobras.
Back here at Brooklyn High School one last time here, as this is going to bring it an end to the game. However, that will be due to a medical emergency on the Warrior sideline, unrelated to the play. So apparently somebody over there having an issue, and at this point, 27-0 is your score with just under 3 minutes left. And the officials and the teams agree that they're going to move on as they attend to that individual. Again, we don't know what the issue is, but it appears they're going to need some kind of medical attention, and I'm sure that is going to be on its way here as Brooklyn FD will be dispatched to deal with that. Hopefully everything will be okay on their sideline as Tusc County will head back after their first loss to the Cleveland Cobras by a score of 27-0. And Coach, again, some sloppy points here, but you wonder how much they were just trying, how much they were moving personnel around as they prepare to take on the undefeated Erie Express. Again, the Express get the 38-0 win over the Mahoning Valley Federals over on City View Sportscast today. And any way you slice it, when you take on the Erie Express, you know that it is going to be a, for lack of a better phrase, knockdown, drag-out fight.
Well, yeah, exactly, and they really have to game with their A game because you can't make mistakes. You can't give them the ball. You've got to have long, sustained drives, get scores in, and do what you got to do. So,
take a look at scoring recap here on this third week of the Tri-Point Football League season. It would be 8:19 of the first quarter when the Cobras would get on the board by way of a Ben Lyons 30-yard field goal. That would make it 3-0 in favor of Cleveland. 2:25 of the first quarter, it would be Malik Gaddy getting into the end zone on a 6-yard run. That would increase that lead to 10-0. Deontay McDonald would get an interception with 1:19 left in the first quarter. Return it to the end zone, but that would be called back on a penalty. Second quarter action. It would be Dave Slap Thompson into the end zone on a 2-yard run. That would be his 4th touchdown in the last couple of games. And with just 2:30 left in the half, it'll be Javon Washington heading to the end zone on an 8-yard run to give the Cobras a 24-0 lead at the half. The only scoring in the second half would be a Ben Lyons 40-yard field goal. That would bring us to our 27-0 score. And that is your final tonight here from Brooklyn. Again, we are setting the matchup for next week with the Erie Express right here in Brooklyn. And it's going to be two good teams going at it, Coach, just about mid-season here. And on this back end of the schedule, you're going to start to see where these teams really are. And right now, I got to be very complimentary of the Cobras as, again, in the preseason, they took their lumps and really worked through some things. They are now 3-0 in the Tri-Point Football League. And things really setting up well for them right here at home.
Yeah, so, again, they just got to enter with the mindset, hey, we started out strong. We got to continue to do it. We got to do what's good for us. Our plays, our defense. The defense have really stepped it up, so they have got to really come out. And, again, airless football. I don't mean to harp on it, but as a coach in as many years, that's the problem. So we're hoping that this young man is okay. We just had the emergency people pull in. So, Jim, back to you.
Thanks, Bob. Take a look at the schedule for next week here, as the Ohio Legends will take on the Mahoning Valley Federals. It'll be, again, the Erie Express and the Cleveland Cobras. The Stark County Wolfpack will take on the West Virginia Leviathan. The Columbus Fire and the Port City Spartans will go at it again. That is a rematch of Week 1. That game was not finished for a variety of reasons. We'll have to figure out what the situation will be as they will head to that game looks like it will be in Portsmouth as well. Ohio Bears will be on a bye, and the Steel City Bobcats will take on the WPA Wildcats. That should be a great game there. And the Appalachian Thunder will take on these very same Tusk County Warriors. And also, the Ohio Gladiators will round out the schedule as they take on the Beaver County Arctic Bengals. Also coming up next Saturday, we are going to have a special attraction here coming up at 4 o'clock as we will head to Salem, Virginia for the National Public Safety Football League Division I Championship. New York's finest will head down to Salem to take on the Roanoke Rampage. John Heffernan and I will have that game for you right here on Western Reserve Radio, 3:30 pregame, 4 o'clock kickoff. That should be quite the matchup, and anytime you involve New York's finest, and Coach, you were involved in that league for a period of time there, and great athletes in that league. Make no mistake, these are all first responders, and they certainly come out here, and it is a great brand of football.
It is, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of guys that could have either played in major colleges, and I don't know if there were any of them that actually played in any type of NFL, but I've watched these guys. They're big, strong, great league. They've been doing stuff there for years and years, and I'm glad I was a part of it. But, that's when you go there, you better be on your A game because they bring it.
So we are looking to all the excitement and pageantry of the NPSFL Division I National Championship next Saturday right here on Western Reserve Radio. Again, 3:30 pregame, 4 o'clock kickoff as New York's finest travel to the Commonwealth to take on the Roanoke Rampage. So for the coach, Bob Gessler, for Dave Ferris, I am Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us tonight here in Brooklyn. Your score one last time. The Cleveland Cobras, they get their second shutout in as many games. They defeat the Tusk County Warriors by a score of 27-0. We hope you all have a great night. And for all the fathers out there, have a great Father's Day, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.